Hi, Virgo. Stop what you're doing for a moment because the energy coming through right now is not normal. This is one of those readings where the cards come out heavy, fast, and undeniable. If you found this message, it's not an accident. Something is already moving behind the scenes, and it has everything to do with you. Before we go any further, if you feel connected to Virgo energy, if you've been sensing changes, if you've been feeling watched, thought about, or pulled towards something you can't explain, support the channel by liking this video, leaving a comment, and subscribing to Virgo. Your support keeps these messages flowing, and it helps this energy reach exactly who needs it. Now take a breath, and let's begin. Woo! The very first card that came out is the High Priestess. Virgo, this immediately tells me that something is being hidden from you, not in a bad way, but because it's still forming. Conversations are happening about you when you're not in the room. Decisions are being made quietly. Someone is watching, observing, gathering courage, and waiting for the right moment. You already feel this. You've been sensing eyes on you. You've been feeling your name come up energetically. You've had moments where you suddenly think of someone out of nowhere. That's not random. That's intuition being activated. Right after that, the Wheel of Fortune comes out. This is massive. This card only appears when fate steps in. This is a turning point you didn't force. Something is about to shift quickly, and once it starts, it won't go back to the way it was before. This is destiny correcting itself. What didn't move before will move now. What was delayed will speed up. What felt stuck will suddenly open. And here's the part that shocks people. This change is happening because of you, not because of them. The next card is the Magician. Virgo, your energy has changed. Even if you don't fully see it yet, other people do. You're no longer chasing. You're no longer over-explaining. You're no longer begging for clarity. You're standing in your power. And because of that, people who once felt comfortable staying silent are now panicking. The Magician shows that you're manifesting without trying. Your presence alone is shifting outcomes. Someone realizes that if they don't act soon, they will lose their chance with you permanently. Now we get the Knight of Cups. This is romantic pursuit. This is someone coming in emotionally, strongly, dramatically. This is not subtle energy. This is not shy energy. This is someone who has rehearsed conversations in their head 1,000 times. They imagine how you'll react. They imagine your face. They imagine what you'll say. And they are afraid not of rejection, but of how deeply they already feel. Then comes the Devil. This card shows obsession, attachment, and emotional addiction. Virgo, someone is deeply hooked on you. They try to distract themselves. They try to move on. They try to pretend they're fine. But they keep coming back to you energetically. Your name triggers something in them. Your energy unsettles them. They feel tied to you, whether they want to admit it or not. This is someone who fought their feelings and lost. Now the cards shift. The Tower appears. This is where everything breaks open. Something unexpected happens. A truth slips out. A message is sent without thinking. A confession comes when emotions overflow. This moment will feel shocking, even to you. You may say, I didn't expect this. You may feel your heart race. You may feel like the universe just pulled the curtain back. This is not chaos for destruction, this is chaos for truth. Right after that, the Ace of Swords. This is clarity, communication, a conversation that changes everything, words that can't be taken back. Something finally being said out loud that has been held in for far too long. This is the I need to talk to you energy. This is the I can't keep this to myself anymore energy. And Virgo, this conversation does not leave things the same. Then comes the King of Cups. This tells me the person approaching you has matured emotionally. They may not have been ready before. They may have been inconsistent. They may have struggled with vulnerability. But now they understand what they feel. They want depth. They want emotional security. They want something real. This isn't a player. This isn't a distraction. This is someone who has been transformed by losing access to you. Now we see the Two of Cups. Mutual feelings, mutual recognition. This is not one-sided. Even if you've tried to move on, even if you've distracted yourself, part of you still feels this connection. This is a soul-level bond. When you speak again, the energy will feel familiar, but different, deeper, stronger, more honest. Then comes the Ten of Pentacles. Virgo, this is long-term. This is commitment. This is stability, legacy, future planning. This is not temporary energy. This card shows someone who sees you in their future, not just emotionally, but practically. They think about life with you. They think about building something. They think about permanence, and this scares them because it's real. Now the energy slows. The Four of Swords. There has been silence for a reason. Reflection, healing, preparation. This pause was necessary so both of you could grow into the version required for what's coming next. Nothing was wasted. Then judgment comes out. This is the wake-up call, the moment of realization, the point where someone understands they can't run anymore. This is when they choose, and Virgo, you are the choice. Virgo, as the energy continues to unfold, one thing becomes undeniable. This was never random, and it was never one-sided. The reason this reading feels so intense is because multiple timelines are converging right now. The past, the present, and the future are all touching at the same point, and that point is you. Sue Virgo. The next card that comes forward is the Empress. This confirms something very important. You are not chasing anything anymore. You are attracting. Your energy has softened, but it has also strengthened. You are no longer trying to prove your worth, explain your value, or convince anyone to choose you. You've stepped into self-respect, self-worth, and emotional sovereignty. And that shift has created a reaction. People who once felt secure in their silence are no longer comfortable. People who assumed you would always be available are now unsure. People who underestimated your growth are suddenly aware that you have outgrown them. This is why the next card is the Eight of Wands. Movement, messages, sudden contact, fast developments. Virgo, this shows communication coming quickly, not slow, not hesitant. This is someone acting on impulse because they feel time slipping away. They feel the urgency. They feel that if they wait any longer, they may lose you completely. This could be a message late at night, a call you didn't expect, a conversation that begins casually and suddenly turns very serious. And what they say will surprise you, because the next card is the Page of Cups. This is vulnerability, emotional honesty, someone opening their heart in a way they haven't before. This is not polished or rehearsed energy anymore. This is raw truth. This is someone admitting feelings they tried to suppress. They may say they were scared. They may admit they didn't know how to show up before. They may acknowledge that losing you forced them to face themselves. Virgo, they are not coming empty-handed emotionally. Then we see the Hierophant. This is commitment energy. This is tradition, seriousness, alignment with values. This tells me that whoever is stepping forward now is not here to play games. They are thinking about what this means long term. They are considering the weight of their words before speaking. They understand that once they open this door, things will never go back to the way they were. And here's where it becomes very clear. The Lovers comes out. This is a conscious choice. This is someone choosing love over fear, truth over avoidance, vulnerability over pride. Virgo, this is not someone testing the waters. This is someone deciding. Now, let's talk about you. The card that represents your position is the Queen of Swords. This shows clarity, boundaries, and emotional intelligence. You are no longer easily swayed by sweet words alone. You listen carefully, you observe energy, consistency, and intention. You are open, but you are not naive. You will not accept confusion again. You will not tolerate half effort. You will not lower your standards for potential. And because of that, the universe is meeting you with the Sunday joy, happiness, emotional fulfillment, light after heaviness. Virgo, there is genuine happiness forming here. Whether this comes through reconciliation, a powerful confession, or a moment of truth that sets you free, the outcome brings relief to your heart. This is the kind of happiness that feels calm, not chaotic, secure, not anxious, warm, not intense. The final card that anchors this reading is the World. Completion, fulfillment, a chapter closing, and another one beginning at a much higher level. This tells me that whatever happens next, the conversation, the confession, the decision, it resolves something that has been weighing on your soul for a long time. You are stepping into alignment. Virgo, hear this clearly. You were never too much. You were never asking for too much. You were simply asking the wrong person to meet you at the wrong time. Now the energy has shifted. Someone is ready. Someone is aware. Someone understands what's at stake. And whether this person steps forward exactly as expected or not, you are winning either way because you have already chosen yourself, and that is what unlocked everything. Trust what's unfolding. Trust your intuition. And most of all, trust the version of you that refused to settle. This is not the end of the story. This is the moment right before everything changes.